Which way will it break? Let's get straight into it, guys. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video. Trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making money in the markets, and trading is the most hardest thing you will ever do, and it takes a long time to become a good trader. So this video is just educational only. All right, hey guys, hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's get straight into today's market. I've started off this video with which way will it break, because I think that's sort of the theme when it comes to the indices and also silver and gold as well too. So when you're looking at, say for example, silver, this is the Dow Jones by the way, and we're looking at this long-term chart, we can actually see by looking at this long-term sort of daily chart that we're sort of just going sideways where we are right now, still making lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So the sells are still in control right now. There's no need to be looking to buy this market, no looking to be going long this market. And also if you have a look at, say, this chart through here, this is the weekly chart, okay? This is the long-term weekly chart here. And as you can see from what we're looking at here, if the market does start to drop down a little bit where we are right now, I believe we're likely to find a bit of support. So even if the market does pull back strongly where we are right now, this long-term support level will come into play on the Dow Jones, and we're probably likely to rally up and out of this. So as you can see, this sort of downward trend line that I got through here, that's where I believe it's going to sort of hold there. But everyone thinks the market's going to crash. Everyone thinks the market's going to crash based on this, and I've been saying bearish, bearish, bearish in the markets, and I actually have to say the opposite right now. That I think this overall pullback is just a nice, decent overall pullback. Even if we do get a bit more of a flush down, so on this daily chart through here, this is the daily chart here, as you can see, and even if we get just a bit of a flush down, I believe we're likely to find a bit of support at this long-term support level here, and then we're likely to rally up and out. I actually, again, I'm not going to buy the market, but I don't see this market going down too much. You know, people are like, alert, 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 you know, trade wars and all that sort of stuff. I don't know, guys. I actually think the market's going to hold, and we're going to start to rally up and out of this again. But right now, the market is telling me that sellers are in control, so I definitely wouldn't want to be buying this market. Now, there is a big differences with the S&P, isn't there? Look at the S&P, rallied, sideways moving through. So if we break down here on the S&P, then we could be actually getting ready for quite a decent drop on the S&P when it comes to that. So let me have a look at this here. And this is the weekly chart here where we are right now as well too. So that's why we're having a lot of problems, aren't we? Around this long-term support level here. You can see it's just been having a lot of problems through there. So do we actually break this level through here? And if we break this level, then we could actually see quite a decent drop, maybe 5 or 6% drop on the S&P, which may in turn actually drag the Dow Jones down. So as you can see, that's what's happening through there. And also when looking at the Nasdaq, similar same thing. If we get a bit of a drop down, there's actually this long-term support level. This is the weekly chart. This long-term support level here was likely to come into play. This one right here. And so, even if we do get a bit of a drop down, I do believe we're likely. I don't believe we're likely to see a significant downturn, like a lot of people have been saying. We might get a bit of a drop, maybe another 3 or 4, even I say on the S&P another 5% drop, but that's what may happen there. But I don't believe we're getting ready for an overall big crash down. Now again, I could be wrong there, and yeah, so we just got to keep an eye on the charts and see what's actually going what's going to happen through there. So that's what I see overall, guys, on that chart. The S&P actually it's really weird. The S&P chart is actually looking a lot more bearish than it did before. And if you've been watching my videos for a while there, I was saying the Dow Jones is a lot weaker than the S&P. That's telling us we're likely to go down. Now the S&P is a lot weaker than the Dow Jones. What's that saying? So, I don't know. But we're still at this long-term support level here. We're holding this level of support where we're at now. It'll be interesting to see what actually happens this week when it comes to that. Moving on now to silver and gold. Let's have a look at here, silver and gold. Let's start here with the gold chart. So, with gold, you can see we're actually continuing to hold this level through. If we go back to this long-term weekly chart level once again, you actually can see that. Let me just delete all these trend lines off here for a minute. You actually can see we're sort of still holding this level through, aren't we? You can see it's big sort of triangle pattern through here. channel through here. And as you can see, we're still higher lows. So we're still holding this higher low through here. So be really interesting to see whether we do get this. This is the weekly chart here. This is the daily chart. Whether we do get this hold and we do rally up and out, or once we do break this 1360 level, then I have a projection up at this level here and at 1460. That's where I believe we're likely to run to. Now moving on to the silver price. The silver price, once again, this is the daily chart through here. Which way will it break? If we break down, then I have a target of we're probably going to break new lows, 1560. This low back here, I believe we're going to break that because probably going to be a lot of stops through here as well too, and have a bit of a strong flush down. It'll be really interesting to see what actually happens from there. But if we hold and we break above this resistance level here, then we're going to have a pretty strong, a pretty quick rally back up to 1750, and then maybe even breaking up from there. So I think long term, silver and gold is going to go up, but on the short term, it'd be really interesting to see whether we actually do get this drop down or we continue rallying up out of this here. Makes sense, guys? So that's what I'm seeing through there. And even looking on things like the GDX. You know, if I show you like this is the GDX chart through here. It looks like, once again, guys, looks like that we may get this sort of slow period through here on the GDX through here, GDXJ, and also the GDX. Pretty much, this is the GDX through here. As you can see, big slowdown, big drop down, and just slowly moving up. So if we get a big strong bar down, that tells me we're getting ready for another drop down. And I've actually said this in my previous videos, but if we do get a big strong bar down on this GDX and we get a big volume spike, then I'm going to be buying some put options on that because I believe then we're likely to rally. Well, not only do I believe that, but that'll be my trading strategy met and with the trade there, and plus then I believe we're likely to run these stops down the bottom here where this level through here is. As you can see, I believe we're likely to run those stops through here on the GDX. You can see breakdown, small little pullback, small bars, not much happening right now. It's very struggling. Again, if we get a big strong bar breakdown, 5 or 6%. Big strong breakdown with volume, that's probably going to start sending us through the floor again, and silver and gold stocks are probably going to get hit pretty hard. Oh, that's the gold stocks through there. Looking on silver though, looking onto the SIL, which is that there, similar thing, right? Down, small pullback with small bars. Again, if we get a big strong bar down, it's just going to continue that downtrend. And also the SIL, once again as well to SILJ, which is the silver juniors. Very similar, but as you can see, pullback. Not much happening, right? Not much happening. We get a big strong bar breakdown. Then I'll be looking to buy some put options on these because then that's going to meet my plan of shorting the market. So as you can see, guys, right? I'm not tied to bullish or bearish. So I'm just tied to whenever my entry signal is on the charts itself. Now, looking on the overall bigger picture here, let me have a look at this one here. So this is the actual. If you have a look at what is the long-term chart saying? Well, what is the long-term chart saying? Very simple, right? We had this, not much happening through here, is there? But recently, what do we had? We had a lower high, lower low. This could be another lower high, breaking of the low. We actually could see a bit of a drop down through here and a bit of a fall through. So be prepared for that as well too. And also, this is the SIL, which is the silver ETF. Look, this one's actually even weaker, right? Look at this, just really weak through here. Again, if we start to get a bit of a strong drop down, then I believe we're likely to start seeing a bit of a really big strong rally down. Lower high, lower low. Do we as a bit of sideways? Not much happening. And if we start to get a strong breakdown, we're probably likely to start seeing a big movement because now we've actually gone through a period of what we call time, where the market goes through phases, right? It goes through what I call price and time. So it goes for a bit of a run, which is called price, pullback, time, price, little time period, price, and this one here now was a price, little time period, then a price, and this is now a time period. We're now getting ready for a price. Now, the price could be to the upside. If we do get a big up bar like that, then no, I won't be going long. Why? Because it's still going against the overall trend. If we get a big down bar like that, then that's when I'll be looking at. Make sense? So the price and time there, same with the GDX and the GDX, right? You can see we had this big drop down through here. which was the price. Now, for you guys that know the Gann stuff, this is now time where the market's now resting. It's now building a lot of fuel to now give us another time phase, which means a directional phase. Now, again, this time phase could be something like that. If that does do that, then no, I won't be going long or buying some call options because, again, it's going against the overall trend. I always like to trade with the higher time frame trend. So hope this helped you out, guys, and I will speak to you soon. Which way is it going to break? Let me know in the chat box below.